Let's begin.
Rodney Dangerfield shocked everyone when he suddenly pulled off a smooth 3-spin Lindy dance move nobody expected. The music was loud, the crowd went wild, and the reactions around him made the moment even funnier. His energy completely took over the room, proving once again that whenever Rodney showed up, nobody could stay serious for long.
Better not play boy like Cardi. Your way gets smoked by Marley. Land moving fast like a talking dog. This ain't no game, no Atari. Better not play boy like Cardi.
This was my first time watching Rodney Dangerfield perform, and he completely exceeded expectations. Every moment felt entertaining, natural, and impossible to ignore. Rodney had a rare kind of charisma that made every performance unforgettable, and that is exactly why legends like him are still remembered today.
Take her away!
She's on his little list, and she never will be missed. She never will be missed.
Ain't never gonna be me! I took her out in Baltimore, what a night of bliss. I wined her and I dined her and I thought I couldn't miss. He looked inside my mouth and said he knew just what to do. He pulled out every tooth I had and gave me ones all new. And when the job was done, he said I needed braces too. You're on my list, take him away, he's on my list, I tell you after about
He's on his little list, he's on his little list, and they never will be missed. They never will be missed.
You live alone?
Hey, what do you say you and I got out of here and go someplace special, like the backseat of my car, huh?
I'm not interested in casual sex.
It won't be casual. I'll keep my tie on, all right?
How did you get in here? I've had enough of you. I'm leaving this party.
Watching Rodney Dangerfield for the first time was honestly a surprise from start to finish. The energy, the timing, and the way he controlled every second of the performance made it impossible to look away. Every joke landed naturally, and his charisma turned a simple moment into something unforgettable. Rodney did not just entertain people, he owned the entire room, and that is why performances like this still feel legendary years later.
Look, I was just about able to figure out bourgeois. I mean, don't hit me with gauche now, will you?
Rodney, this is goodbye.
Hey, that's pretty good. You know what it is? It's gonna need some mustard, you know?
How could you?
I'm sorry, you took it, please.
Women.
May I check your game board?
Keep it, it cost me a fortune, you know what I mean? Hey, but take this for yourself, okay? Hey, take this too in case you change your mind, all right?
Rodney Dangerfield shows a completely different side of his charm in this unforgettable movie theater moment. Sharing popcorn, joking around, and effortlessly making the blonde woman laugh, Rodney turns a simple night at the movies into pure entertainment. The scene feels warm, funny, and surprisingly classy at the same time. With his natural charisma and perfect comedic timing, he made even the smallest interactions impossible to ignore. This is exactly the kind of classic Rodney moment that kept audiences smiling for generations.
There was no turning back. I was a madman. Poor guy never had a chance. My God, what have I done? So this is where my story ends. I'm just another prisoner of love. At last, a woman who would be mine alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Wanda. Here. Oh, Wanda, my darling, I can't live without you. We belong together. I want the best steak you got.
How would you like your steak, sir?
Big. And make sure it's tender. Last steak I had here, I couldn't get the knife through the gravy. I'll tell her, make it 2 steaks. Bring her a steak, too. Go ahead, Yulia, go ahead.
And the result is a complete disaster.
Back in 1983, I came here to watch Rodney Dangerfield, the man many called the funniest of all time, and he absolutely stole the show with his wild energy. Rodney had a style no one could ignore, turning every moment into comedy gold and keeping the entire crowd entertained. Even the elegant Angie Dickinson could not resist the charm and chaos of a soaking wet dancer like Rodney Dangerfield.
I want you. Why not make a living with me?
Does this hurt?
No.
I know your problem now. You can't take it.
Don Rickles stepped on stage to roast everyone in sight, and audiences expected the chaos. Ricky Gervais uses sharp satire, making the whole room brace for impact. But Rodney Dangerfield chose a completely different path. He turned his own insecurity into comedy, making people laugh in a way no one else could. While the audience laughed at Rodney, they were also quietly seeing pieces of themselves in him. That is what made him unforgettable.
I mean, last week was rough. Are you kidding? Last week I looked up my family tree. 2 dogs were using it. He showed me a naked picture of my wife. Well, what a driver she is. Over the dashboard, there's a pair of shoes hanging. They belong to the last guy she hit.
You been to your doctor
My
lately?
friend, Dr. Vinny Boombach.
Yeah, that's the one, Dr. Vinny Boombach.
My health is bad, very bad. I'm not kidding you, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
I know I'm getting old. Well, my last birthday cake looked like a prairie fire. You know how it is. I know I'm getting old. At my age, I want 2 girls at once, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I fall asleep, they got each other to talk to. What's new with you? I tell you, my wife with eating is always problems. She's a strict vegetarian. In fact, when I met her, she was grazing on her front lawn.
Fat, huh? Big girl.
Oh, I met her at the Macy's parade. She was wearing ropes. I'm not a kid. I'm getting older, Johnny. I'm getting old. You kidding? I took a vacation, went to Mexico. I got the walks.
Love is stripped away, replaced by brutal honesty and constant where parental love humiliation.
I tell you, Doc, the whole thing goes back to my childhood. I remember. My mother and father got divorced. There was a custody fight over me, and no one showed up. Well, after that, I had it rough. Well, for 4 years, they sent me to a child psychiatrist. The kid didn't help me at all. I tell you, my family, nothing but losers. There's only one normal one, nicest guy in the world. He died in prison of unnatural causes.
The host starts losing control, and the crowd can already feel something hilarious coming. Every second Rodney pauses or keeps going only makes the audience laugh even harder. That perfect timing is what made Rodney Dangerfield a comedy legend.
Well, with cigarettes, my wife and I, we made a deal, my wife and I. We only smoke after sex. I got the same pack now since 1975. But I'll tell you one thing, when my wife does have sex, she screams. Ooh, especially when I walk in on her. Ooh. Now, you kid, I know my wife cheats on me. Every time I come home, the parrot says, quick, out the window, you know?
The moment Rodney steps onto the stage, the entire room erupts. Cheers explode, applause thunders. A massive wave of pure excitement hits instantly. That's not a normal reaction. That's what happens when a legend walks in.
What's new with you? Drink, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
The next day, I usually wake up in some strange place with a kid with an accent playing with my feet. In fact, when she wears high heels, she strikes oil, okay? She's fat.
Big girl.
Oh, I met her at the Macy's parade. She was wearing ropes. Oh, our kid is spoiled. She told me a lot of kids smell that way, you know? I tell you, it's tough to stay married to my wife. How do you think I feel? She kissed the dog on the lips and she won't drink from my glass. I'll tell you, life isn't easy. My psychiatrist told me I'm going crazy. I said, if you don't mind, I'd like a second opinion. He said, all right, you're ugly too. Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. Halloween, I open the front door, kids give me candy.
These were the moments Rodney Dangerfield completely broke Johnny Carson, leaving him barely holding it together as Rodney kept firing off one razor-sharp one-liner after another.
I was a kid the first time I had my picture taken. The pony threw me. Another one I should have.
You got to try him out of town, right? You can't bring him in.
Take him on a road to you. Take him on a road. You got to break him in. So you ever get the feeling you wasted your whole life? I don't know. It's not easy. I got no respect the day I was born.
Really?
No respect. The doctor picked me up and smacked me. I found out the nurse. She got a few in too. You know?